Call this regular meeting of council to order for June the 9th, 2025 at 7 p.m. I'd like to acknowledge that we're in Treaty 5 territory. The city of Thompson is located on the ancestral land of Nitchis-Wacie Cree Nation. We respect the spirit and intent of treaties and treaty making and remain committed to working with partners with First Nations, Inuit, and Métis people in the spirit of truth, reconciliation, and collaboration. May I have an approval of the agenda? Deputy Mayor Fitzpatrick, Councillor Saw, all in favor? Carried. I'd like to acknowledge that we have Councillor Valentino on Zoom and Councillor Munmark is still on mute. Number 4, we're going to go into adoption of minutes. 4.1 is adoption of minutes of regular meeting of council, May 26, 2025. Resolution 2025-095, moved by Deputy Mayor Fitzpatrick, seconded by Councillor Chong. Be it resolved that the minutes of the regular meeting of council held in Council Chamber, City Hall, Thompson, Manitoba, on Monday, May 26, 2025, be adopted as circulated. Administration.
Nothing further.
Deputy Mayor Fitzpatrick, any comments?
Affirmative.
Any other council comments? Seeing none, call for the question. All those in favor? Carried. Four point two, adoption minutes for committee of the whole, June 3rd, 2025. Resolution 2025-096, moved by Deputy Mayor Fitzpatrick, seconded by Councillor Chong. Be it resolved that the minutes of the committee of the whole meeting of council held in Council Chamber, City Hall, Thompson, Manitoba, on Tuesday, June 3rd, 2025, be adopted as circulated. Administration.
Nothing further.
Deputy Mayor, any
Nothing
comments? Other councillors, comments? Seeing none, call for the question. All those in favor? Number 5, we'll go into resolution. 5.1 is a resolution to approve the land lease agreement for Lot 2 Plan 28758 PLTO. Resolution 2025-097, moved by Councillor Wong, seconded by Deputy Mayor Fitzpatrick. Whereas the city has received a land lease application for Lot 2 Plan 2875 PLTO North Division, and whereas the lease term is for 5 years with a cost in accordance with the city's current fee and fine schedule. Now therefore be it resolved that council approve the land lease agreement between the city of Thompson and Taste of Town Indian Bistro Inc. for Lot 2 Plan number 28758 PLTO Work District. Administration.
Nothing further to the memo.
Councillor Wong is the mover. Any comments?
Nothing, thank you.
Any other comments from councillors? Seeing none, call for the question. All those in favor? Carried. Five point two is a resolution to approve the change order for ISIP Roads RNCIS 1027 renewal design and residential service project. Resolution 2025-098, moved by Councillor Oberdorfer, seconded by Deputy Mayor Fitzpatrick. Whereas on March 14th, 2022, Council passed resolution number 2022-047, approving the tabulation of prices for the road renewal design to AECOM for the total contract of $1,672,166 as per tender file number 10322. And whereas AECOM has submitted change order number 12, additional fees for Station Road, mile 30.75 Thompson Sub Hudson Bay Railway Detailed Grade Crossing Safety Assessment. Now therefore be it resolved that council approve the additional contract change order number 12 for the scope of work for the Investing in Canada Infrastructure Program, ISIP, Roads Renewal RNCIS 1027, project number 60681277 for the total amount of 24,300. Administration,
Nothing further to the memo.
Councilor Oberdorfer is the mover.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Yeah, I just wanted to point out that the city's portion to proceed with this change is $4,050.81. So we're not bearing the total cost of the change order. And then also just to add that, I guess for clarification purposes, which we discussed at committee of the whole, that this is coming forward because it wasn't identified or we didn't believe that it was our responsibility to take care of this safety assessment as part of the railway. We thought that that responsibility would be on another organization. So I just want to point that out, that it is a transport requirement, which is why we're adding it to the scope. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other councilors' comments? Councilor Wong?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I do have the same concern as Councilor Overdorfer, because when we submit the ISAP project, I believe all this road is already stated into the project, how we get the funding. I believe they already know there will be a railroad crossing, so all this should be in a consideration before, but right now just always adding something up, adding something different, because it will cost us down the road for extra millions of dollars that you know, the so-called unforeseen circumstances. So to me, it's sometimes, it's not a good thing for us. So now the road is getting shorter and shorter, the way that continue adding more cost to our project. So, but it is what it is. We need that to get done. They already marked all the road, so I will support this changes. And furthermore, yeah, our portion is only $4,000+, but it's still extra money from us, which is already new, that will be part of the road renewal, right? Anyway, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Any other comments? Councilor Sutton?
Thank you. Yeah, I'll be supportive as well. I share the same concerns as mentioned by my council colleagues. I guess the one problem we have is that whenever we have these change orders, really at the end, we are kind of tied into that one contractor that was approved and started this whole thing. So when we miss things like this, or when things are, for whatever reason, when we have to go back, we really have no choice but to use the same contractor, which makes it, you know, it's something I don't like to see a lot of. And hopefully there's not many more come down the pipe, but that would be my concern, is that we are now tied to ECOM to do all these change orders, you know, so. But as I said, I will still support it, but it is a little bit of a concern in that there. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments? Seeing none, call for the question. All those in favor? Carried. Five point three is a resolution to approve. Yes,
Thank you. I'm just gonna declare a perceived conflict of interest on the next agenda item.
we'll call you back.
Yeah, thank you.
Five point three is a resolution to approve entering into the Beautify Thompson Initiative Agreement with Men are part of the solution. Resolution 2025-099, moved by Councilor Oberdorfer, seconded by Deputy Mayor Fitzpatrick. Be it resolved that council approve entering into a 3-year agreement with Men are part of the solution, MAPS, to deliver the services outlined as Beautification Thompson Initiative. And I'd like it noted that Councillor Saw has declared conflict of interest and has stepped out of the group. Over administration, any comments?
Nothing further.
Councillor Overdorfer is the mover, any comments?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Yeah, just, I guess to point to the memo that's attached, we did put out an RFP for this purpose, and we only received one proposal, which was from men, or part of the solution. And so, I agree with the recommendation to enter into a 3-year agreement. I'll be supporting it, and I don't see any concerns with it. It was open to the public for other people to submit proposals as well, and we did only receive the one proposal, so I don't see any concerns with moving forward with this part. Thank you.
Any other comments? Councillor Wong.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Unfortunately, I cannot support this resolution due to our municipal act conflict of interest act, CCSM CM 255, section 4. So it's the same reason that I challenged the mayor when I was in the first term, when he tried to negotiate the GIL on behalf of the city when he's employed by the valet company. So at the end, he did recuse himself because I believe he did consult the lawyer about the conflicts of interest. I know it's a small amount. I also understand it's nobody bid on it, but I hope all my colleagues take the time to go and do some research about conflicts of interest. Sometimes it's very troublesome to me. Anything outside Thompson is a big deal about conflicts of interest. But anything inside Thompson, it seems like no big deal. So, but I do have principles, so I will not support this. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments? Councillor Overdorfer.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I'm just wondering if Councillor Wong can clarify further as to what he feels the conflict is, so that I can have a better understanding of what the issue is before I vote.
Right here, you can take the.
No, I'm not curious about what the municipal act says. I'm curious about how you see a conflict. That's what I would like clarification on, is,
The person
Yes.
benefit from this,
and so who would be benefiting from this is what I would like to know.
sorry,
Who's financially benefiting from this? That creates a conflict is what I'm asking.
the person declared also that his wife is look after this organization and getting the contract.
Okay, but is there a financial benefit to that person?
This is
There's
all
not.
stated.
That's what I'm
there.
asking.
Well, it's okay. I'm not going to debate here. Everybody entitled for their own opinion.
Yeah,
I just think
I just wanna understand better to make sure that I understand clearly when I'm voting,
The act is.
how you think that it contradicts the act or how that it doesn't.
It's not what I
align.
think,
That's-
it's what the act say.
Oh.
It's nothing to do with me, what I think. Thank you.
As I've understood it, person Osmond figures that there is a conflict of interest, but has removed himself from the vote. So it's up to us, the company that him or family happen to be part of has got it, it's still, it's up to us to, do we want that company to have it? It's no different than if any of us had put in a bid for something and got it or that, right, Councillor?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Since my colleague want to challenge me about this, one of the section 4, subsection 8, because my colleague is making a decision of the budget to allocate the money for this purpose. So obviously, he's part of the process, but even though he's declared a conflict of interest of voting, but the money is allocated, one of the permission is from him as well, so he's part of the process of the budgeting. So under that section, there is very clear to say that, to me, perception or the right thing is to declare and not to bid on it. But it is what it is. I'm just saying, whatever at the end, the result, I just like to stay on my own principle. That's all. Thank you.
Pardon? Yes, Councillor Strong.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I'm not gonna argue about conflict of interest or anything. To me, to purify Thompson, yes, I'm in favor of it. But the problem is, the flower pot put on the center of the divider between the street and they're full of dandelion, grass, all these things down there. If these are not be able to take care of our city, and yet we're going to put flower down there, just like, you know, I don't want to say the word down there, like, putting a lipstick on the pig, you know what I mean? So it's very disappointing. When you want to do a project, you've got to have the manpower. Now we don't have the manpower to do this job, that's why we got a contract out, right? And this contract out can easily given to the non-profit organization, such as, what do you call that, Water Discovery, the retired senior teacher, or the senior citizen, all this organization can deal with this and do the job. You don't have to bid on it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All of these organizations did have the ability, when we put out the RFP, to reach out and put in a bidder that, last year they were trying to work with the seniors in doing it, they just found it was too much work for them. So basically, I think we are, following protocol.
This is the problem. Our city can hire some students to do it and create job for some student, but we didn't. Do we do it? But we didn't.
Thank you, sir.
Anyway, sorry, not good.
Deputy Mayor?
Thank you. I like your comment about the pig. It's good.
Well, you like that.
I've used them myself a few times. Good. I believe the city did try to hire students for summer. Not necessarily for that purpose, but cut grass and maintain
Make good use of
some of our other stuff, but, I didn't know on that, Ben Ricard Solution are a for-profit organization, are they? It was my knowledge that I thought they were a nonprofit as well.
Sure.
They are?
And the money goes back into helping folks, but
Okay,
part of better part is.
all right. Thank you.
Councilor Valentino.
Thanks, Marcy. Yeah, I have no problem supporting this. This isn't a new thing. This graffiti money, the $5,060, is something we've always had in the budget. It's part of the graffiti program. We've just added the flowers and the beautifying part to already the removal of the graffiti program that we budgeted for every year. So now we went through the process to see who wanted to take it on. Process was followed correctly. MAPS is the one with that are the only ones that bid on it, so I'm fine that the dollars go to them for this initiative. In regards to perceived conflict of interest, Councillor saw everything has been done in process and properly, so I think this is great they're taking it on, and I like the idea that after 30 days in September they give a report to us. And usually when we had the graffiti report, it tells you exactly how much graffiti was removed around the city and how long it took to do it from when the graffiti's noticed. So it's good. I think this is a good thing. I'm definitely supporting it.
Thank you. With that, call for the question.
Sorry, Councilor Claire.
Oh, sorry, Councilor Carver.
Thank you, Madam. I'm in agreement with this too. From last year, there was no issues with our planters. Nobody was bothering them and that. And then like I say, with Chewy saying that the dandelions, yes, it's just the beginning of the year, it's gonna start, but you can do my flowers yet, they're still outside, so. I'm in agreement with this, thank you.
Thank you. And, adding the flowers and the water, we've had the community coming to us saying they want us to be more proactive. We don't have enough staff. We do, even our casual help for the summer, we didn't have very many applications, same with the students. So, and then now this year, it's just a little bit more intense with the evacuees, and our staff's been, so busy and excellent with them that, 24-hour calls, so it's actually been great. With that, I'll call for the question. All those in favor? Opposed? It's carried. Can we ask Councilor Shaw to come back? Please. Five point four is a resolution to approve credit arrangements with CIBC. Resolution 2025-100, moved by Deputy Mayor Fitzpatrick, second by Councillor Chong. Whereas section.
Madam Mayor? Council Shaw is not back in yet.
Oh, sorry,
Oh,
I heard the door slam and just assumed they were back. I apologize. Starting the next resolution without you, I will restart. 5.4 is a resolution to approve the credit arrangements with CIBC. Resolution 2025-100, moved by Deputy Mayor Fitzpatrick, seconded by Councillor Chong. Whereas section 173(1) of the Municipal Act provides authority for a municipality to borrow money for resolution for operating expenses during a fiscal year, providing the amount borrowed does not exceed the amount collected in taxes and grants in lieu of taxes in the previous fiscal year. Now therefore be it resolved that council authorize the credit arrangements of $3 million overdraft between the city of Thompson and Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce. And be it further resolved that all sums borrowed under the resolutions will be supported by a charge upon the whole of the revenue of the city of Thompson. Administration, Liz?
Thank you, Mayor Smith. This is our standard resolution that we pass every year, in case the city runs into an overdraft situation, it covers that. In the last 3 years, almost 3 years that I've been back here, we haven't had to use the policy. But the bank requires it.
Thank you. Deputy Mayor Fitzpatrick is the mover.
yeah, thank you, Mary. Yeah, as Lynn said, this has been the way the city's done business now for a number of years now, so seems to be standard practice, so I'll support this.
Thank you. Councillor Saw?
Thank you, just a couple of questions. One is the 3 million the standard for all these years? Is that usually how much?
It's been the same, we've never changed it.
That hasn't changed, okay. And that number is based on, just an estimation of what the, expenses will be between now and say a certain period.
We look at what our payroll costs are going to be for the following year, and what our cash flow projections are to come.
And last question, what does the bank usually charge us for if we ever did go into?
It's the current borrowing rate. And I think we're prime plus 2%.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Anyone else? Councillor Wong?
Madam Mayor, can this money used for a capital project?
It can be used for any project that might see our general bank account go into overdraft.
Okay, thank you.
That's okay. Any other comments? Yes, this overdraft has been in place for basically as long as I've been here, you know, we very seldom, if ever, have used it, but just in case, you know, something comes up and we do need the money, it is there. So I'll call for the question. All those in favor? Opposed? It's carried. I'd like to give a big shout out to all our administration and staff, the citizens of Thompson for all the hard work that has gone into the evacuees that have come in to the city of Thompson, for all the donations of time that people have provided to us. So thank you very much. Evacuees are very appreciative. And the fires the last couple of days have been holding because the weather is cooler, but there's talk of warmer weather at the end of the week. So the government and the wildfire committee is still watching everything very closely before they start to send people home. So thank you all very much, much appreciated. With that, call for adjournment. Deputy Mayor Fitzpatrick, Councilor Obergorfer, all in favor. 7:24. Thank you all.